I gotta stop by the hardware store. I need to buy some, not Loctite, I need to buy some sort of caulking to seal the hole where I put the wires from the new controller into the motor. Watch out for metal concussion plates. Yes, I am watching out for metal concussion plates. Absolutely. I ain't stupid. Let's stop by the hardware store and see if they have any. Oh, look. A police car. We only ride at 19.99 miles per hour. And of course, only utilize pedal assist. I forget if the Nut House Hardware is on 29th Street or 30th. Shit. Anybody can Google that for me? Can't exactly Google with my, while riding a bike in the rain. The Nut House Hardware. It's either 29th Street or 30th. Don't stop in the rain either. That's good to know. Anybody feeling so kind as to help me Google something? Where the fuck am I going? I think it's between 2nd and 3rd Avenue on either 29th, 28th, or 30th. 29th, 202 East 29th. Thank you so much. Are you live on Twitch? No. I am using the YouTube streaming app on my phone. And you're lucky this works. I tried to stream from the GoPro before leaving to give you guys some better quality, but you know how that shit went. I don't have to tell you how that shit went. By the way, I'm getting new discs. Apparently these are only supposed to work with resin pads, and I've been using a combination of nickel and resin pad this entire time, which explains why the discs are all scratched up and then fucking up the pads more, and also why my back rotor is kind of bent. Yeah, so not discs, it's rotors. So I'm getting some new rotors. They're supposed to arrive tomorrow. It's some new pads, so I'm hoping to get some better brakes. Are there any GoPro competitors? There is not a single action cam that will live stream your video to YouTube that I know of. So Sony has an action cam. But it live streams, check this out, it live streams to some IBM-owned website that has 3 users. It's completely worthless. So Sony's camera can technically advertise that it live streams, but it only works advertising to one platform that nobody fucking uses. So it's worthless. The GoPro does live stream. It does 45 minutes. Just keep rebooting it over and over and over again. wanted to show the guy at the hardware store that Big Paul told me to get the water from the bottom of his bike. And it will stop the stream. Because right now I have electrical tape for the gap. That is not IP68. Get the next start. I can't run anymore. My calves are fucking killing me. I haven't run in a while. My leg is if we're gonna get any cardio, it's gonna be on the bike. I think 2 days worth of running, and oh my god, I hate cardio. That's the super fangs that stick out of my abdomen. Ah, screw that. No fun. Okay, I appreciate the honesty. Okay, Nut House Hardware is going to be right up here. To the left where you see the lights blinking. 24/7 hardware store. Gotta love places like this. There's that whole propaganda that New York City is a city that never sleeps. Fucking bullshit. Everybody sleeps. Let's get some gems like this. Gotta find a good luck parking spot. Fucking piece of shit. Paul was recommending Permatex 85224. That's Permatex 85, like caulking or something for waterproofing. Let's see if they have that here. Here we go. What's this? Construction adhesive. Construction adhesive, that sounds like. Windows, doors, latex caulking. All right. Ooh, waterproof. Waterproof silicone, mold free. Adheres to most surfaces. All right. Now, what cures this? You don't need UV or anything, do you? Warning, uncured product causes irritation. Dude, it's a cell phone live stream. Of course it's going to look like shit. All cell phone live streams will look like shit. Silicone will air cure. Let's see. There's so many to choose from. Damn. How do you know which one you want? Fire, watertight sealant. All right. I trust 3M. 3M said Obama hated businesses. 3M also made some of the best tape machines that you could get. Like late 60s, mid 70s. And they also, Donald Fagen did the Nightfly on a 3M tape machine, all digital album. It had no bass. Yeah, it had absolutely no bass, but it had a clean sound to it. It's not necessarily the sound that you would get off of something like, let's say, Steely Dan's Gaucho, which still had the low end hit and without taking away all the, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm missing the word. Yeah, Donald Fagen's The Nightfly just sounded weak. It had no punch, no low end, awful. But 3M made some good tape machines. So watertight sealant. It's a fire barrier, which means when my Bafang goes on fire, it'll be good. Now, how does this shit cure? Warranty, important notice. Directions. Surfaces must be sound, dry, and free of oil, frost, grease, dust, and other foreign liquids. Sealant can be installed with a caulking gun. I don't have that. Pneumatic pumping equipment. I don't have that. Or it can be applied with a putty knife. Yeah, so I'm just going to be pouring I'm going to be squeezing it out of this, and that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we have anything that's easier to apply. Maybe some instant shit. This is 1003 sealant. What are all these different types, too? You have flexible sealant, self-leveling silicone, non-slump silicone, intumescent whatever the hell that is. Crack flex sealant, leveling sealant. What am I looking to get? I'm looking for something to seal where I ran the wires into the bottom of the Bafang. Since I replaced the stock controller with an external one, but since I got the wires flowing into the... Now, there's a gap since I don't have the original controller there, just an empty piece of metal. You want a flexible one in a smaller tube. All right, let's see. Latex caulk. No, that's not it. What's this shit? Foam fill. Large gap. Ooh, foam. This looks like a spray can. Hello. Insulates and protects drafts. Seals out insects and pests because I don't want any bees in my Bafang. Let's see. Do they have any that's liquid proof? Window and door expands the seal and insulate without bowing. Soft, flexible expansion. Methyl ethyl ketone? No, thank you. I used to use that to remove the flux from when I was removing a GPU to clean the board so I could do a proper wicking job. I'm probably going to go with one of these. Let's see, what's this? Expanding foam sealant. Blocks insects, seals and insulates. Stops drafts. Use fill and seal foam sealant inside the house and out. Forms a durable air and moisture barrier. Bonds to wood, masonry, metal. Okay, that's cool. It'll apply to Bafang. Fills gaps up to 3 inches. Good. This is way less than 3 inches. Recommended usage temperature. Cool. It cures in normal temperature. I think I'll take this. They'll all be the same. You're crazy, no phone. Dude, why am I which one do I get? Tell me which one to get. You guys are not being helpful. You're saying the small can. Look at how many small cans there are here. Look at how many cans there are. Look, what the fuck do I get? Be helpful. The first ones you looked at, yeah, but somebody said that I'm not going to be able to squeeze this out of here without a tool. And I don't have a tool. I don't know which tool to get. So there's this fire one, but there's also the question of which one do you get? Adhesive sealant, fast cure. Which one of these do you get? I don't know what tool you're supposed to get for any of this. Tools are cheap, but I don't know which one to get. And you guys are not being very helpful on which one of these to get, so I doubt I could ask you tools so far. Flexible clear silicone. All right. Flexible clear silicone. Crack filling silicone. Fast cure 5200. You get silicone. Foam will expand into motor and destroy it. Look for silicone tubes you can squeeze. Okay, silicone tube that you can squeeze. That's vinyl. Don't want you. 100% waterproof silicone. All right, we're gonna try this shit. Uncured product causes irritation. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Okay, so you give me a reason as to why I don't want to use foam. That's okay. No foam. There should be small squeeze tubes like toothpaste. Let's see. What do we got? Small squeeze tubes. Yeah, this is get rid of adhesive section. It's not it. All right, so this is what I got to choose from here. There's no tiny tube here. You can push the silicone out with a hammer needle and then push it in with your finger. Hammer handle. Oh, I have a hammer. I have a hammer. Okay, that's good stuff. I have a hammer. Watertight sealant. All right, so we have non-slump silicone and self-leveling silicone. What's the difference between these two? Do I want the non-slump silicone or the self-leveling silicone? There's so many of these. Jesus Christ. This doesn't say watertight. These two say watertight, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't have a caulking gun, Teresa. If you got a caulking gun, you'll be fine. Okay, so I have to buy a caulking gun along with this. So I will get, we're gonna random, all right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Touch a PM sleep S4L by its toe. When Paul explodes from being angry at the queue, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Bam. All right, so we'll get this shit. This one will do. What does mo mean, George Nichols? You have a caulking gun? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take one of those with this. Thanks a lot. All right, so this looks like a good thing. Yes. That one flexible. Don't know. Actually, yeah, we had a choice. We could choose between watertight or flexible. Let's see. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it looks like more flexible. I chose watertight because that's the whole reason I'm doing this shit in the first place. Yeah, so see, you had... Okay, this one says flexible, but not water resistant. This one doesn't say flexible, but it says water resistance. You one or the other. Watertight and flexible. Now you're just asking too much, Teresa. You're asking way too much. You are asking way too much, Teresa. I don't... You want too much shit. Like this one says 100% waterproof, but this does not say flexible. See? This one says waterproof. Does not look like it says flexible. Yeah, you can't have everything, Teresa. Sorry. Try a different brand, then. That is a different brand. That's general. Window door, C-trim, Dynaflex. Yeah, you can't get everything, Teresa. Let's see. If we took a look at this one, maybe it's hiding waterproof somewhere. Yeah, you don't get everything. I'll settle for the one that says watertight. I trust this. You never know. The other one could be like a MacBook. It's not advertising liquid resistance. I don't trust it.
The other guy, the older guy stays.
This'll do fine. It's got to beat my electrical tape. Oh shit, I forgot the other thing I needed. To put the controller on, mount it properly. What was the other thing I needed? Hanging strip steel, as Paul said I needed. Is this a plumbing oil? No, it's not even close. It's plumber's tape, pipe hanging strip steel. Plumber's tape, where do you find? Here we go, tape. All right. It says adhesives, epoxy, tape. Plumber's tape. You don't look like tape, you look like a bunch of nails. Screws, fasteners. Oh yeah, I just needed one last thing. You have some tape?
Plumber's tape, I will get it for you.
Thanks a lot.
Did you find out the gun?
Yeah, I'll take the gun in this. I was looking for the plumber's tape.
Okay,
I think he thinks I'm gonna fuck up his store, so he's not letting me find anything myself. Anytime I say I'm looking for something, he says I'll get it. He wants me to get the fuck out of his store. That's fine. I would want me the fuck out of this store too if I was the owner. Nobody wants to deal with somebody this stupid. Anyway, I do actually need some dish soap. Just gotta make sure it's not Procter and Gamble. Colgate. I'll take some Colgate dish soap.
All window for change it. All window. You know how the problem. You know how much garage guys, they don't live in New York, they live loaded. Loaded. Because cars don't bitch and moan. When you park your car, they don't bitch and moan. Oh, we can do that. No, it's okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, mister?
Yeah. He's getting me a caulking gun and some plumber's tape
Oh,
too.
you can wait.
Yeah. I'll wait.
You can't get it. You're trying to be nice, you'll get it yourself. Talk to me. What job you doing, the size of the paint, brush you need, whether an angle or not, cheap or shitty or
cheap,
decent.
Cheap and shitty. Small is fine. Just touching up some of the job site.
You want a really skinny fine?
Thank you.
No, not like an artist brush, like maybe a 1 or 2 inch, like almost like a chip brush.
You want it? I have chip brushes, so I don't know if I have teeny tiny. Wait.
I have
What?
one piece of
No,
money.
there's one chip brush. Hold on. It right here. How about this baby?
Maybe 2 of them.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'll get you through. I mean, don't
If you
worry.
have bigger ones than this, it's
No, I
fine.
may not get the. And while I'm up there, Saha, if I find the roof off,
Hey, what is this again? $489 fire barrier silicone.
that's wrong. No, you don't have any three. No, that's definitely wrong.
Yeah, I need to fix it.
That's some expensive silicon.
$489.99.
There's nobody else in the store, right? Right, Saha? There's no other customer floating around? Misty, you're riding a bicycle in the rain with no fucking light and a vest and fluorescent?
I have 3 lights.
Alright.
You want to see? It's awesome.
Lovely.
And it can go 50 miles an hour too. But don't tell anybody.
What do you have? You know that you want one of those idiot scooters that nanobot or whatever the fuck it's called?
Illegal Chinese Bafang bicycle.
A Bafang is. I was gonna get a $600 motor.
I got a sine wave controller on it, so you can go up to 50 miles an hour on gear 1.
It's falling over. I saw a guy on a specialized bike. I wanted to build a gasoline motor on a bike, but let's do on this thing. You're ready for a paper. So I saw a guy with a specialized bike, and he was putting a Bafang motor down. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, but that I'm using a third-party controller, which
So what? But that's really nice. And of course, I was going to do it a couple of IRS refunds ago. This is $1,000 bike.
it's so much fun. No, the bike is cheap. It's like $500, but the motor and the battery is the most expensive part. It's like $900 for the battery.
All right, so you online did the battery business.
Yeah, there's this one company in Australia that makes really high-quality batteries. Because it takes like 15 minutes to get here from
And
Bed-Stuy.
also, you have at least you can't. You got some guy had it was not nanobot, but nanrobot, and he had a scooter that had fucking big fat tires, knobby, big ass. The what they call like the nose we stepped on was big.
Yeah.
It weighed 92 pounds or 82 pounds, and it could go 50 miles an hour. And you could. This is. Can I see how heavy this is?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for it. I love it. It's kind of heavy.
Well, yes,
I added so much
so
shit to it.
the reason a customer brought me Skyhawk GTA-2 and a motor, because I decided it would be valuable for me to learn about car shit, which I don't know nothing about.
And neither do I.
And I was going, and I was just being here at night. All right, I'm going. He forced me to we just left it. Yeah, it's about 50 pounds, 60.
Yeah. The back
gotta go.
seat
It's really
added a lot.
Really nice. Really nice. Really nice. What's the name of the bike?
Oh, it's a Trek Dual Sport. That's somebody who was born in New York. Stay. Don't fall over, little Bafang. Good little Bafang.
Take another one, something else. This is actually $13.99, but I cannot fix the price.
All right, I'll grab another one. Wasn't meant to be.
Take this.
All of those are waterproof, right? All the silicone ones?
Yeah, other silicone.
I'll get a flexible one then. Cool. Thanks a lot. Apparently the skew machine is broken, so this thing is being rung up as $479. I don't want to pay $79 for this. All right, so we put you back. I will grab the flexible one. Got it. You have the caulking gun too?
Where did you put caulking gun?
Oh, I never picked it up. I thought you were getting it.
You bring the same things?
Oh, a different one. It's just a flexible one. Almost the same thing. Hopefully this one's not $479.
No.
Huh? Oh, $12.99. Beautiful.
The same price.
No, I just need a caulking gun. Beautiful.
$23.69.
D-rate. I'll can address that in a second. I don't need a bag. I'm good, man.
Thank you.
You can autograph this. I don't need a receipt. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
All right, so D-Ray said, for all the stuff people say about New York people, this was a lovely, neighborly chat about bike parts at 3 a.m. That's not all perception. You're missing the point. That person is somebody who was born here. That's not somebody who read online that, you know, all the fucking rich and famous people and successful people in finance and art are in New York. So if I move to New York, then I'm going to be famous just like all them. That's a born in New York person. There's a big difference between them and the carpetbagging fuckfaces that move here thinking that I'm going to make it big, yay, and then become all disillusioned and miserable when they realize that they have to actually have a job in order to pay their rent. Like, it's not the people. And the thing is, all the people who were, you know, native born here, or the people who were, you know, the immigrants that understood that they were moving here and that it was a shithole, but it was better than wherever they came from. That's not really the majority anymore. The majority of the people that I meet in New York City are the fuckfaces that decided I'm going to go to college here because this is where all the best art schools are, or, you know, I want to be a Yelp Elite or foodie, and I want to review restaurants professionally, and, you know, I don't know how much of that you weren't able to hear because I accidentally hit the lock button. So I'm just gonna repeat myself. Sorry if you were able to hear it. I have no way of checking. So that person who was here. That woman, I could tell she grew up here. She's lived here her entire life, or she immigrated here from some other crap hole, and is totally okay with New York being a crap hole because it's slightly less of a crap hole than wherever she's from. That's cool. You know, those people I have something to relate to. The people I can't relate to are the people who think that, you know, I moved to New York because there's so many restaurants and I could try a new one and leave each one a negative Yelp review every night. Like, there's a fucking difference in the type of human being. And New York is becoming overflowing. It's an overflowing mess of fucking piece of shit. Constantly. The rain makes the phone screen touch itself. Anyway, I had a rant yesterday morning in my Discord's general chat, which you probably can't find because I'm a shitty YouTuber who doesn't know how to put stuff in his descriptions. But anyway, it was about this one fuckface that left a 1-star review of the laundromat. Now, I don't mean to get on some anti-white thing and all that because there's enough of that shit in the media nowadays about how white men are the scourge of the earth, but I can't help it. It's just, it just happens to be a truthful take on the criticism. Okay, this phone is retarded. It keeps locking the screen while it's streaming. LG, get your shit together. Get your shit together, LG. Anyway. So what was I saying? Yeah, so there was this one rant I had in Discord yesterday. I'm just going to keep tapping the screen every 10 seconds so this piece of shit LG doesn't lock itself and destroy the stream. Need a ride? I offered a ride. I have a box in my phone. So this guy left a 1-star review of fucking laundromat in the middle of the ghetto, and he's wearing a tie and fancy glasses. He's got a tie. He's got fancy glasses. He's white as snow. And he decided, I'm going to spend my time today going to the middle of the fucking ghetto, with a shit neighborhood with high crime. I'm going to go to a laundromat, and when they miscount my change and fuck me out of 25 cents, I'm going to leave a 6-paragraph 1-star review. That is not a native New Yorker. Native New Yorkers do not leave fucking 1-star Yelp reviews. They don't. And they don't make up 6 paragraphs. Like that lady that I spoke to, she ain't typing no 6-paragraph 1-star Yelp review because a place dipped her out of a quarter. She's gonna look at the person straight in the face and say, "Yo, where's my fucking quarter?" Or like, "Yo, it's this is supposed to be $3. You gave me back $2.75. Like, what's up with that?" But this modern shit, this whole people coming here just to become famous and become Instagram hoes. Speaking of Instagram hoes. There's no shortage of that shit. Anyway. Like, that's a different type of New Yorker. And New York is overrun with the latter. New York is absolutely overrun with the fuckfaces that are affluent, wear a tie, and then have no concept of the idea that they are walking into a broke neighborhood that has had high crime because of poverty and all sorts of fuck shit over the past 70 years. They're walking into a laundromat where somebody's probably making $2 to $3 an hour off the books, that can't speak English, that probably can't fucking count. They have no concept of the idea that if that person knew how to count, they would be working in a Manhattan laundromat where it would cost 3 to 4 times as much to do your fucking laundry. But that's the whole thing. Like, that neighborhood is broke. They're in poverty, and the services offered at those establishments are very cheap. And that's the fuckface comes along and starts banging the Yelp reviews, wearing his fucking tie, without any concept of the history or culture of the area he's in. And that's what New York is turning into. Like, another example, when it comes to iPhone repair shops, this is something that pisses me off to no end, is when I'll read a review of a place on like 38th Street or 44th Street on 7th Avenue or Broadway or 6th Avenue in Times Square, it'll go, decent service, but 3 stars. The location was sketchy. It was sketchy. I had to go up to like, oh my God, the 5th floor of a building, and oh my God, I don't know why they just don't have a store. It's so sketchy. It's like, you stupid fucking cockrag. The reason that they are in the 5th floor of that building is because that office they're in is $700, whereas a fucking store would cost that place $47,000 a month. They're salmoning in the bike lane. That's not cool. But anyway, a store would cost them $47,000 in that area. The office is $700. The reason that they are able to fix your fucking phone, you stupid bitch, is because they are in an office. that you find sketchy because you came from some area where, like, oh my god, go back where you fucking came from. That's the thing, if New York was all people like that old lady, if New York was all people like that old lady that at 3 in the a.m. is running her hardware store, is interested in what I'm doing, is not afraid to say, oh, you're one of those stupid fucks with the scooter, are you? While simultaneously being friendly? Because you see, that's New York. She's like, oh, you're one of those stupid fucks that is a death wish with the scooter. Now, I don't get offended. I laugh. And then I say, yes, it's actually not an illegal scooter. It's an illegal bicycle. And I put it together myself, which makes me even stupider. And then we had a laugh over it. Like, that's the real New York experience. And that's gone. That's gone. Those people left. They go to Florida now. New York doesn't. Oh my Jesus, I need better brakes for the. Water and mic, yes. And again, you could see it in my journal in my Discord. I did. Now, again, was I being a little too salty? Yes. Maybe a little too bombastic, but the point still stands. The point stands. Some fuckface decided to go to a ghetto, rundown neighborhood and leave a Yelp review of a laundromat and express anger when the paid off the books, most likely illegal immigrant getting $2 an hour who's just happy to be able to fucking feed themselves employee that's overworked to hell to wash everybody's laundry for fucking $3 an hour. Shorted him out of my goddamn quarter. Because he does not, it's not born with testicles. Because he is. I should say that because a lot of them that is not a nice place to have your daughter. Decided, instead of saying, excuse me, you shorted me 25 cents, I am going to write a 6-page review on you after I leave the store. That is New York now. That is New York. And that is the reason I want to escape. Because the people that you're talking about, they're a dying breed. They're not here anymore. They left. Why did everyone else on the street? Assault like an Uber. It's stopped in the middle of the fucking street. Then leave. I've been telling you for years to get out. I have gotten out. I've visited several parts of Vegas. I visited Guatay Mountain in California. It's a town with a population of maybe like 200 or 300 people. I visited San Diego. I visited Brookfield, Wisconsin. I visited Allentown, Pennsylvania. I visited Fort Lauderdale in Florida. I have visited Olathe, Kansas. I have visited Lincoln, Nebraska. I have visited even the wild lands of Canada. But I have a business. I have 12 employees here. Several of them have children. I'm not just going to abandon them and before everything is set. If I'm going to leave, I have to leave once everything is set up in a manner where there is not chaos when I'm gone. Because if I fail, that means that 12 people who support their families and their children now cannot because I decided I don't like people. That would be something. jobs at the same salary as another repair shop? Hell, some of them, absolutely. Steve, yes. All, yes. Neil, probably would get paid as much because idiot that decides to give an employee something resembling a worthwhile wage in this industry. At least when I read on forums from business owners posting salaries, many of them are pathetic, but like the low-level employees that I have. They're not getting 24, 19 or 30 bucks an hour to reassemble machines elsewhere. I created a business where you can get paid in the upper 20s to just reassemble shit all day. And I'm proud of that. I really am. I got to know those people, and I like those people. And I need to make sure that I don't screw things up, because set it up so you're not able to work here anymore. Take your employees with you. Easier said than done. That's the thing, if I didn't give a fuck, it would be easy. Do you think I don't have the brand recognition at this point that I could find somebody to just give me a few $1 million if I created a franchisable standards list? Absolutely. There's probably somebody out there that'd give me a few $1 million to take my brand name and YouTube channel and all that. I could fly off into the sunset. Or if I wanted to instead not care about these individual employees, just throw them out into the gutter and say, listen, if you can't make this business work without me here, then you're fired. I don't care that you're not as good organizationally minded or business minded that I am. I'm going to expect you to do that job, or else you're out. I'm working for somebody who's not prepared to treat like work. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that I can make life a lot easier. I want life to be easy. I want life to be easy to live. That's one of the things that my dad always said. He said, don't do what's easy, do what's easy to live. Okay, by the way, anybody got a timer? When you can see how fast people to make it work? Get out your stopwatch. This is going to be fun. Now again, I can't get a loan to do what I want to do right now, to be clear. But if I were to say, yeah, just take this customer lead section, take this YouTube channel, take this store, take this list that I've created, or take this list of standards I've created on how to duplicate what I've made, there's probably somebody out there that will be happy to, to say, I'll buy the right to your name. Probably live the rest of my life like that. All right, somebody get out a stopwatch. I'm going to tell you when to hit start, okay? Not yet. Don't hit start yet. I'm going to tell you when to hit start on the stopwatch. I'm just kind of curious. I'm in gear 1. I'm gonna straight up do the whole Williamsburg Bridge on a 40 teeth gear. Okay, 1, 2, go. Also, I think my little piece of electrical tape that I put in there is not exactly doing its job with liquid resistance. Yeah, I'm getting the exclamation point that says communication with the controller is gone. Because it was saying that I was using 42 amps when the motor was off. So I think that communication with the controller is just stuck. Ridiculous. freezing, and it's cold, and it's wet, and it's raining, and it's freezing, and it's cold, and it's wet, and it's freezing. $2:59 is a really shitty time. Okay, I'm on gear 1. Keep in mind, gear 1 on the old controller, even though the old controller, because of how it was programmed, could do 15 amps more than this, never went over 16 miles an hour. So that controller did 14 to 16 miles an hour on gear 1. I will let you decide if you think this is faster than 14 to 16 miles an hour. Oh, you're an Uber driver. Of course it is. You're an Uber driver. Gotta get